I met my old friends Fiona and Paul Gaiety at the O2, and we made the slow rush hour drive to their home in Witham. We had a lot of catching up to do. Fiona showed me their home, and the portrait I made of her in August 2000 was hanging over her bed, and I had to take her portrait. They were living in Key Biscayne, Florida at the time, and that was the last time I had seen her. Next, I was introduced to Dolly and Betsy. Then Thomas came in. I hadn't seen him since he was 9. That's Lottie on the right. Because they'd eaten at the O2, they made me eggs on toast for supper, and we talked until dark. Next morning, I was surprised to see a postcard of me taped with other family pictures to the inside of a cabinet door. Fiona said, "See, you're always with us." As she made lunches for the men, I photographed her mother, Jillian, with Dolly. They converted their garage to a separate apartment for her. I said goodbye to the guys, who work at BMW nearby, and sat down to a repeat of the night before, per my request. Fiona loves gardening and grows fresh herbs by the back door. Herewith began a lot of bread eating and tea drinking, which continued through Europe. While Fiona was getting dressed, I got a look at her backyard garden, which includes a pool. Because a good portion of the backyard is hardscape, Fiona has many plants in pots. Every garden and allotment I saw in the UK had rainwater capture systems. The bird song was amazing. Fiona says, "My garden is my sanctuary, a place to chill out alone or with friends and family. It makes me smile." It's like a quest in England to have as many beautiful flowers as possible, and there were several in bloom in late May in Fiona's garden. She's especially fond of statuary, and I returned with the desire to add that to my garden. And there's always lots of seating, so you can sit and appreciate the garden from different vantages. We headed off to Goldhanger, down by the water, with Dolly. Watch for our excursion in the next video. It wouldn't be England without afternoon tea in the garden, this day with Fiona's dear neighbor, Dot. Dot grows lots of flowers as well as vegetables in her backyard garden, and Paul helps her with the heavy work. That night, my last, Fiona pulled out all the stops with a fabulous Persian meal, and I came home with the recipes. Next morning, we drove through Chipping Hill, the older part of Witham, to arrive at the train station. It was time to say goodbye for now to my old friend, with a promise it won't be 17 years till we meet again. I headed into the station and turned to wave gaily at Mrs. Gaiety, and she sent me a message to read on the platform that said that happy look on my face is the one she would keep in her mind.
Hey?